Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas A&M Aggies. We stay the state Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The ball's ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. On the draw, it's Owens. Got enough for the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited.
Ernie on the Jets. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Here's Reed to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Owens. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella?
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmaker.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down immediately.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. They were all over it.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory.
It's a game, this game.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Touch him.
And the Volunteers will try to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Release to the back. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Driving forward, it's Bishop. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From deep, it's Bussey. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. The give. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Third and 6 yards to go. Reed. Right side, it's Edwards. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Gordon. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Second down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense will have another go at it. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Give to the running back. The ball pops out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground. Played there, scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the run, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Throwing Reed. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long coming up. Reed. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throwing. They've got to go a long way. Between the hashes, it's Bishop. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out wide right, it's Bishop. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, it's Gordon. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Plows his way ahead. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. Looking for the marker. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Reed to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on fourth down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. Fourth down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says fourth down, and I'm going for it.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Rashada Downs going up top. Oh, he wants it all. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls taking on the number 11 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's USF with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Got some green grass.
The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Running behind that left side. Swapped immediately.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Was to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Smith. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was...
It's a seam wide open. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tennessee! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Staley. There he goes. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. All the way down to the 33-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's why he is so dangerous in special teams. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Run ends there.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Bishop. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just barely got rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Gordon. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, there are a lot of players who I think might tense up in that kind of situation. You know you got the lead. It's 4th down, but they just go out and they're on the same page, and they convert, and they're able to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more clock.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he avoids the sack.
And that was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's looking to pass. Complete. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Reed. Turns up, it's Owens. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But
ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. The turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
Here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing.
They'll run it on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Throwing Reed. He's going to take off. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes the grab. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll take a shot, and it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.